Hey y'all, how you doing? Um, I just got a call right now from the owner or lieutenant of Jerry's Pizza, and he literally admitted that he is claiming or making a government at Jerry's Pizza. He didn't literally say Jerry's Pizza, we're making a government at Jerry's Pizza, although he did uh basically make a claim that yeah, and whoever he is, he really needs to be investigated because while I was listening, it honestly sounded like someone was being strangled in the background. You know, I've never heard a door open and sound like it's screeching, like it's being strangled. Um, he literally said he has nothing. With that said, it wouldn't be a problem with him if you take all his money because that's what he said. I don't have nothing. And I literally said to him as well, then, you shouldn't or don't get mad if something gets taken away in those terms. Um, I really think this is the point that we're getting at where they're really cocky and they're really self righteous just because they sold out and killed their family around the streets or inside other establishments. And this person at Jerry's Pizza at Bakersfield, California, really needs to be sought out to find out the truth. And whoever finds out what he's up to, you really need to give him a hand. You know, man, what am I going to eat today? We should eat more garlic and get rid of those snakes in my stomach. And I gotta tell you, when you eat garlic and you have a whole bunch of parasites and snakes in you, man, it drains you. It drains you. They'll trick you. They'll trick you straight up. They're just like, man, I just got some garlic in me, and now my stomach's growling. What's going on here? Um, I like to talk about another issue of the sheriffs. They honestly, I don't know, because if they are a militia, which they are, why do they have females working there? I mean, do males have females at militias? And why is it whenever I see sheriffs around, there's no females? When I, you know, when I literally don't see any around, like it just seems like a sexist thing. It just really does. And while I was there, when I was in there at one of the suicide rooms, literally I saw a bunch of them around the female with other females like doing this, bringing their hands down right in front of her, like that, like that. And there was literally like like I mean I don't want to overextend myself, but it looked like there was five, bare minimum four. And it's really crazy because the women that work there that aren't, you know, part of the sheriffs, they are literally shapeshifters. I didn't want to say this, but they really are. Because I saw an old lady working there, really old. And then when I, seen her again, she looked really young. And I'm just like, what's going on here? And they were literally testing me to see if I would say anything about that. Um, it's really, really important that all of this gets investigated in terms of the sheriff's department that's right across the street from the orange field. That's really not a sheriff's department. It's a government base, because the guy at Jerry's Pizza just literally claimed that it's a government when it's an establishment that sells pizza, beer, and other foods, and has open mic nights. And they're basically saying who's controlling this, or who's in charge of that. Like, I can accept of like who's in charge, at a pizza place that's telling them what to do, like don't spit on the food. But I don't even think we should even give them that title of who's in charge, when really they don't even deserve that title, because you cook pizza. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't get over yourself. Don't get full of yourself. Just do your damn job and pour the beers, make the pizzas, and make plates of food. That's simple. It's really important that all of this gets investigated, because the sheriffs, if something as small as that, as a pizza place, is claiming that they're their own government, just imagine what they're doing to the women at the establishment where the sheriffs work. And yeah, I've seen kids working there on the computers. They have families down there, and they're truly a militia. And yes, like I've said before on my other videos, it's an establishment, and then when you go down, it's a cave or a tunnel. And they do have families down there. And it's really, really crazy, because they really are raping the female sheriffs there. And the only reason why they don't have guns when they're walking in there is because they're like, oh, well, he made me give oral pleasure to this other sheriff. I'm going to trick him, and I'm going to have his son executed right in front of him, or killed, strangled to death. And they get really bitter, and that's the reason why they don't carry guns in there, because every single freaking moment they have guns in there, there's always that tensity of them playing the game, getting bitter, and shooting it out. That's the reason why they don't have guns in there. They really don't. They just carry it around because they have their mace and their batons. I don't even think they have batons. Like, I don't even really remember seeing batons on the sheriffs, because they're probably just beating each other over the head who weren't paying attention. They have this stupid thing that they say, you're like, get them when they're not looking. What? Get them when they're not looking? Who's them? I thought we were a bunch of crudes. Who's them? And they want you to say something about that so they can hit you when you're not looking. So don't feel sorry for the sheriffs, because what gives them the right, just as much as the police, to showboat all the cars that they stolen downtown at Christmas gatherings? They're literally bragging that they own downtown, and we're putting it in your face, on your face, because if we have to cut your face and talking to that cut, we're going to do that. So don't let them scare you, because they really don't care. They're just a bunch of, crudes, pirates, agents of chaos that just take from the land. They honestly do not give a damn, because they're bitter and they don't want to go back to the days of them being true slaves. Your job is to protect and serve. They have banquets there, or did they have to go away? Did the banquets have to go away? Because they were making stupid, disgusting requests. It's really appalling of what's going on around here. You know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Because if a lot of organizations that are listening to this right now, and the only reason why you don't want to help is because you hear the word banquet, fuck you too. So it's basically what it is. It's basically which it has to be. So we'll get them in the end. You have kin above, below, and on the spirit realm. I can't wait to eat them alive. Because it's just a show to you.